Welcome to Big Brother's Chembot on the Side, and this week we are brought to you in association with potatoes. Not just any old potatoes though, the Couch Potatoes podcast, we had a bit of a software fail this week, and without Dr. Detroit of Couch Potatoes fame, we'd have no software to record on, so thanks for that.
So if this podcast goes smoothly, thank you very much, Dr. Detroit. If it fucks up, then he's sabotaging us. No, thank you, that's wicked. So, previously on Big Brother.
Break it down.
I'm going to tell you everything that's happened since we last did a podcast.
Alright, and I'll tell you if I remember any of it.
Yeah, and you tell me what's of interest to talk about. Okay, so, Austin put up Steve and John after saying he wouldn't. Vanessa won the veto. John got evicted. John came back. Vanessa won HOH. She put up Meg and James. James won the veto. Julia and Meg went up. Meg went home. On the double eviction, Liz won HOH. Julia won veto and evicted James. The end.
Oh my god. So, what is first of all, what's the most hurtful thing that's happened? What's really like...
That's pretty obvious.
What, Meg going?
James going.
Oh, but what about his mishap daughter?
Oh, that's not nice, is it?
No.
What about Gizmo the cat? At least James can go back fishing with him.
Yeah, but he still owes that guy $20.
Oh yeah, Gizmo must be like, where the hell has James gone? He must have forgotten who he is by now. It's not like a dog. A dog remembers you. Cat's just like, yeah.
I bet the other fishermen on that river wonder where that fucking cat's gone. Where's that freak with the cat?
I wonder what James's boat's called. Captain
Gale Force, of course.
Captain Gizmo. So, of all these things, there was a few interesting things that happened. All of them bad, generally, because basically...
That's not true.
Here's the problem. Everyone pussied out of going after... Sorry, sexist terminology. Going after the Oz twins. Basically, it could have been John and Steve who turned against Austin and got rid of the Oz twins at last, or Vanessa or whatever, and they didn't bother, and now basically they're always going, oh, I'm the bottom of the totem pole. Steve and John couldn't be further from the top of the totem pole.
Someone's buried them underneath the totem pole itself.
There's Liz, Julia, Austin, Vanessa, then those two idiots at the bottom.
But that's your problem.
Is it?
You said this is the problem. That's your problem. What another way of looking at it is thinking the longer you keep the Oz twins, the three-headed beast, in the game, whoever's up next to any of them stands a good chance in final two of getting the money. 100%, don't they? Vanessa definitely, Johnny Mac possibly, Steve quite likely.
I think you might be forgetting that all those other people are going to be on the jury, the other two twins and Austin.
Well,
except they're not, because one of those three, if not two, if not three, are blatantly going to be the final three. It's the whole thing. If I could make sense of it, I would, but I can make no sense of it.
Well.
So let's go into a few of the details. We can't just say, hey, did you notice how the announcer went? It's Big Brother, baby.
Yeah, surely he should have said it's Big Baby Brother.
It's a bit inappropriate to call me baby. Don't call me baby.
You know, but have you noticed?
It's
like I think it started with BB Can and it's spread over the border. Remember, like it's actually Kenny Brain started this. Hey, gorgeous, you're looking great, and then she starts flirting back, and next thing you know, you got Chembot. Chembot's all over the guests these days.
John the dentist went, "Hey, lady," to her last time he went in the diary room.
Why did he call Julie a lady?
I don't know.
That's like how a school child would address someone.
She also is not a lady. She's a robot.
Hey, lady.
Now, you described Austin as a beard within a beard.
No, I didn't. I said his beard has got a beard inside it.
How gross is that?
Why would you have a beard with a ponytail? Why not just ponytail the whole thing? Why not take one... What's with that one section of beard that it requires its own little... What's that thing called that you use for
elastic.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Scrunchy. Why has he got a scrunchy one part of his beard inside the beard? Is that a special part? Is it a religious thing?
God knows.
Maybe that's Judas's beard. It's separate
to
the rest of the beard.
I was listening to Sister Speak and they were talking about Austin, and one of them doesn't watch it and the other two do, and it's Sister K who doesn't watch it, and she's going, what's so gross about this Austin guy? And she's like, is it just because he's hairy? And it's
He
like,
smells.
how can you describe like how revolting he is to someone who doesn't watch it? It's like, you have to see it to believe it.
Yeah, but you also have to
It's like
see...
he's got fucking fungus growing on his hands.
That's rude.
He's got trees tattooed on his fucking hands. Fucking idiot. Yeah, go on. You always have to see what.
Yeah, also, just to look at his gameplay and the way he carries on, that also has to be seen to be believed, because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's true. But hey, that showmance is working out well for him. I heard he's been getting his fingers wet.
Oh, what? But on top of the
Yeah,
covers,
this is the thing. Well, was this Sister Speak who said this?
You tell me.
I forget because I listen to too many podcasts, but it could be Big Brother Gossip. They said that basically, because Julia said, whatever you do, don't go under the covers with Austin, they've basically just been fucking on top of the covers now. I don't think that's what Julia meant when she said, stay away from
Oh my god.
Exactly.
I forgot to say over the covers too.
Yeah. I think she meant just don't let him put his fingers in your vagina.
That was about the hinky. God no, the hickey vote.
hinky vote.
the hickey vote.
Yeah.
So God knows what she'll make of this. So is it full finger blast? Do we know how many fingers or where or?
I don't.
Full access. Taps on, taps off. What happened?
I honestly don't want to think about it.
We didn't even use taps on our Big Brother when we're fingering someone or licking them out. We put the taps on because we've civilised in this country.
Stephen Good don't.
Oh, that's true. All right, sorry, I'll take that back.
So then, Zingbot came in.
Zingbot
9,000.
Now, is this like the liquid metal Terminator?
I don't know what that is.
Well, was he funnier?
Metal Mario. He did a few good ones. I can't be bothered to say what they are now. But he said about
shit.
John's back hair, and John looked mad. He looked genuinely angry, didn't he? That back hair is disgusting. And when he wears that little Stars and Stripes vest with his like hair sticking out of it.
Yeah, but how you could see that when he went in the house, he'd had his back waxed. So then it started to grow out, right? Because he's gone deep in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really ask someone, especially with his social skills, you can't really ask someone, can you shave my back hair for me? Because you can't shave your own back, right?
You tell me.
Well, it's impossible.
Yeah, true.
So, there you go. If he had a better social game, he could probably get Steve to do it for him.
I was thinking Steve as well.
if he was on our Celebrity Big Brother this year, Gail Porter would do it for him, no problem.
So then, Zingbot also said Austin stinks again, and said about Austin's girlfriend, and Liz went in the diary and went, it's not my problem he's got a girlfriend, I'm single.
But it is her problem that he stinks.
Yeah, why should she get off of him if he stinks? Disgusting. So the veto was that mixed up faces one. Do you like that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You said that Vanessa won it because she's professional poker player and she looks at people with no book and she reads people's faces for a living.
That's right.
And I said...
So if you're ever going to play Guess Who,
yeah,
or whatever that game is called in America, I wonder what it's called. Guess Who.
Howdy!
Guess and Go Who. No. Right. So Guess Who. So you never ever play that with her, you'd be screwed.
Yeah, that's a good point. But we said that the twins had an unfair advantage of that competition because they can tell each other apart better than other people can tell them apart because it's them, right?
But not as well as Vanessa.
Fix. I like the way they did that competition this year where you could see the previous person's time because normally it's like you'd have no idea. I thought that was a better way of doing it.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if it was an advantage or a disadvantage to go first or last. I don't know.
I think they were trying to reduce the amount of time that competition took up because once Vanessa was in the middle of the contestants, and once she'd done 2.5 minutes, once you went over that, you couldn't play on.
Yeah, you were done.
So,
yeah. It was probably because Ted wanted to go home early.
Maybe, yeah.
Now there was a bit. I won't go into details, but where Vanessa was bullying Steve. Do you approve of that as a strategy, or
do I approve of bullying?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't really approve of it in life, but in Big Brother, yeah, I suppose it's okay. It depends who you are. I mean, as long as it's not like racial bullying or something.
John was pleased about it. John was just pleased that the target was off his back.
How did he show his happiness?
Wow,
Joel!
He went in the diary room and shouted,
"Hey, lady!"
So when John and Steve were on the block, John said something about gas management. Do you know what that was?
I think means he doesn't guff much.
And then I liked Steve's speech. He said, "I'm still an awkward trombonist, but I have better hair." I thought that was cute.
But hang on, couldn't he hear his mother's voice in his head, just like Norman Bates?
No, that was when he was vomiting in the sink, but that's a bit later. Oh. So then John got evicted, and all the others were twitching because he got such a big cheer, basically.
Austin in particular didn't like it.
Yeah. Do you think Julie dealt well with John?
She looked a bit nervous.
I'm not surprised.
But I think once she settled into it, she was okay. Once she got used to the volume. This is how Arissa Cox must have felt when she first met Peter Brown. You know, there's a breaking in period. But Julie Chen's like the most professional of all the worldwide hosts, I think. If anyone can deal with it, she can. And if not, there's always security. She's
the most clinical. So John said, "I can't win comps or make deals, and if I go back in the house, I'm going to go after Meg." Wow. So it was an endurance to see which jury members went back in, and it was Disneyland. Did you like it?
Yeah.
It was a good one, I thought.
Yeah.
Because it was quite hard, wasn't it? It was a hard one.
It looked hard. A few people dropped early.
Yeah, I was nervous. I couldn't believe that John won that, actually. Could you?
No. And I thought James would win it because he's good at those.
Crouching ones.
Exactly.
And then when it was John and Vanessa at the end, that was quite good as well because like the arch enemies, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And she was still trying to cut a deal. She was like, "Come on, let's talk." Fucking hell, she never stops, that one. So then, John got to come back. He only just left like 5 minutes ago. And then, Vanessa was HOH. And then the twins were moaning that John was back. So, God, it ain't that bad. You could be putting it with Becky all over again.
Yeah, you could have had Jocasta in there or something.
It's very rare that the person you want to come back in actually comes back in. I couldn't believe it when John went back in. I was well happy. But
convenient.
Yeah. but now I've gone off him. Anyway.
But why? No! Don't go off me!
I just realised that he's just a diary room warrior. He don't do nothing. I always thought he was just waiting to like make his move. And
he's shit, but don't you like him?
He didn't do fuck all. Yeah, I do like him, but he don't do fuck all. He can't play a game.
Do you know who I like the best?
Who?
Jason, but he went like 6 months ago.
Oh yeah, so I hadn't listened to that interview on as a podcast with him. Tell me, because that's where I'm up to.
No, because I was so fucked when I listened to it. I can't remember.
Was he funny?
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, he's got a good view on the game.
I listened to the Audrey and Clay one. That was okay. What?
How did that work out?
They were she was around his house.
I bet she was.
In his mum's basement. I know. That was quite interesting actually. So then there was a little section on Meg and how she's a grandma. James wants to give her a sponge bath. He said she's just getting used to new technology. She's used to using a mangle. Well, if you want to be Big Brother UK, you do use a mangle, don't you?
Do we still have that
mangle?
I
don't know. I don't see a washing machine in there, do you?
I think Ted does it for you now.
I don't know. They used to go into that in more detail.
No, hang on. We saw them washing the... Remember Fat Man Scoop? And he was washing the things... And wash the clothes.
Yeah, Daniel... I don't know. If you're not watching Celebrity Big Brother and you're American, you're letting the USA down because it's fucking brilliant.
You're almost letting the USA down as badly as the contestants are.
The contestants are brilliant. So Vanessa was HOH and James came sneaking up to her room to try and get hold of a picture of her mum again. Do you think that anyone's ever stole a picture from the HOH room of someone's friend or family member
and used it?
To have a wank under the covers?
Well, no, this is not the same, but I can virtually guarantee, but it's their own picture. Cody used a picture of his dad for a quick Tommy Tank in the old HOH bathroom. Come on, babe. Can't deny it.
It's a bit below the belt. True, though. Do you think Ted would step in if someone did steal a picture for that purpose? Is that a violation of someone's human rights?
Well, hang on. First of all, is it a viable storyline? If so, they're going to let the person commit the act and then put it on the main show. But you can't have that on a family show. That's not right.
True.
I think Ted would have to quietly... I think that's when you need the fish. Get the fish out.
Cuts of fish. So then... more of that later. So then...
jerking off? Oh, right.
No, the fish. So then, this was a nice scene. Everyone's favourite showmance, the new Jeff and Jordan, Liz and Austin. He said to her, "Will you be my girlfriend?" That's nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh. What did she say?
She said, "That's very respectful."